Oops, I'm live already. Hi guys, it's Mama. Hipflippinmamma. Okay, so I've been working my little buns off all day long. And I just wanted to take a break and say hi. I know there's auctions out there. And that's okay. You guys are at the auctions. I'd like to be at the auctions too. Look at my hair. Hi, Justin. Talking to Bethy. Talking to Bethy, telling Bethy she needs to come live. Sorry, guys, I didn't see what I looked like before. So let me do the old John Travolta. Hi, Shirley. Hi, kid. How are you? Hi, Wendy. How's everybody doing? Hey, you guys. My hair still looks like crap. Oh, well. This is what you get. I've been working all day. This is what you get. My husband brought me angel food cake with pineapple on it, like diced up pineapple, so I can eat it because I can still. I'm still on a. Hi, Anthony. You want to come on, Anthony? I am still on a soft diet. I'm still on a soft eating diet from my oral surgery last Thursday. Not like Thursday a few days ago, but the Thursday before that. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I need a place to put this. I took a couple drinks out of that, so I have to swish my mouth. Hello, Macman. Sleepless Hunter, the ever popular Macman. How are you? Guys, I've been working all day. I've been doing jewelry. I've been trying to... Thank you, Myra. It is an homage to Rosie's Closet, Crystal. Because when I wanted to get some more t-shirts, I saw this one. It was used, but that's okay. It was used, and I got it anyway because just an homage to Crystal, because I love her so much. We send things back and forth to each other, and it's just a, hey girl, I'm here with you, kind of a I love you kind of thing. Mac man, thank you for the super chat. You didn't have to do that, baby. That paid for about 1/5 of my shirt. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, so Shirley, you ask how long it's going to be before I am better. I am getting better every single day. Last week, as you know from my Instagram post, I was still pulling shards of teeth out of my gum last week. And something just didn't feel right about my gum, so I was constantly picking at my gum, because I thought there was something else, that was there that I would need to pull out. And then, like, the next day, I would, gently, when I brushed my teeth, I would gently run my toothbrush, just gently, right over that tooth. And then, boom, there was another shard of tooth. Or one day I had a shard fall out and I'm like, what is that? Oh, it's a shard of tooth. I had that happen 5 or 6 times in variances, whether it was the toothbrush or I found it in my mouth, or I dug it out with my finger in my gum, which is probably why it's taken so long for it to heal, because I've been digging in it. At least I dug in it the first like 6-7 days because I was getting shards of teeth out of it. So I had no choice but to pull, because it hurt. I mean, it was painful just sitting here. I mean, for my fibromyalgia, when I get Norcold, so that when I get a flare up with my fibro, I have the Norcold there to take. And I never, ever take my Norcold. Very seldom will I take my Norcold unless I am truly having a flare-up. Now, I had, a whole bottle full, right? That, because I hadn't, been taking it. And when I get it, I only get 16 pills every 3 months. So it was just, hi, Frugal Granny. So, they had just, um, built up because I wasn't taking them. Excuse me. And I only have, it was a small bottle. It wasn't like it was a big bottle, but I only have 6 or 7 Norcold left in there. I was taking probably 4 Norcold a day for about a week. And I've been sleeping almost the entire week, because when I used to take Norcold, like when I worked years ago, well, a couple years ago, a year ago, year and a half ago, a year and a few months ago, I would take some Norcold. When I had my really physical job at the hospital, where I was walking over 40,000 steps a night and lifting heavy things and pushing hospital beds and, crash carts and all that stuff, I never had time to take a break or sit down. I used to take 6 Norcold a day, 2 before my shift, about an hour before my shift, 2 on my lunch hour, if I got one. When my, like midway through my shift, I would take 2. And then I would take 2 at 11:30 when I got off, or 1 o'clock when I got off, or I wouldn't be able to walk if I didn't. So I know what it's like to take a lot. And so when I take 2 now, it just makes me so sleepy. Even if I take 1 now, it's like it just, mellows me out and wants to put me to sleep. And I'm not used to that, because I used to be able to take large quantities of it and it just do the pain and not make me sleepy. So, yeah, I learned that because I hadn't taken it in so long, that my body developed a different, what do you call it? Tolerance to it. So now if I need a pill, which I haven't taken a pain pill, and I think this is the 3rd day, the 2nd day or the 3rd day, I have not taken a pain pill. Oh, I got this water. So, and that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. So I've just gone back to just eating my yogurt, eating my mashed potatoes, and eating my bananas. That's all I eat. I did buy a small bucket, a square bucket, probably 2 half gallons. It was probably 1 gallon of Neapolitan ice cream, because that was just that was, no nuts or anything like that. They didn't have vanilla, so Neapolitan was the most generic I could get. And then I ate that and yogurt and bananas for like 4 days, and I managed to lose a bunch of weight. Just, like 8 pounds, something like that, 7, 8 pounds. Just not eating a lot or eating what I used to eat, even though I was eating the ice cream. It would feel good on my gum, and it put something in my stomach, and it was creamy and it was soft. So if I do eat something that is hard, like my husband made fajitas, and so there's the green peppers and the onions, and even though the green peppers and onions are very soft, they're very, very soft, I had to take a pizza cutter to them on, my Corel plate, and just go back and forth for several minutes and just chop that stuff up until I could eat it with a spoon, because I don't want to be disrespectful. Mac, thank you again. Thank you again for the $2 super chat. You're a sweetheart. Lord knows I need it for my freaking medical bills for my teeth. Just my copay for having just this one tooth done was $160. I'm like, whatever. Insurance is fraud. I really do think insurance is fraud, because you go to Canada and everything is so much cheaper to buy. Like inhalers which I have to have an inhaler every single day, which I thought I had one in here, but maybe I took it to the bedroom. But at any rate, I have to have an inhaler, and with my insurance, I pay $40 for my inhaler. And that's just not right, because you can get them for 5 cents in Canada. It's incredible, because Canada doesn't charge for their health care. If you live in Canada, you get free health care. So 5 cents is their cost. If the documentary I was watching, so 5 cents is their cost, and that's all they charge people. So I need to be going to Canada to get some inhalers. Oh, Myra, you are fine, honey. There will never be a time on this earth, Myra, that I will think you're being disrespectful to me or mean to me or anything but loving to me. Because you are nothing but supportive and kind and loving to me, Myra. So you go and you peel your sweet potatoes. You don't have to tell me that's what you're doing, honey. You are nothing but a bright light in my world, girl. Frugal Granny, ow, ow. See, it was back here, on the upper back here. And if you watch like my Flippin' Hope with Anthony Tuesday, I was like this most of the time because I was in so much pain. Oh, you've got diverticulitis, Granny, and IBS? Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I used to have IBS. I don't have it anymore because I know this sounds cliche, but I'm going to say it because it's the truth. Dr. Oz was on Oprah, and it was called The Poop Show. And Dr. Oz told everybody the kind of fiber they were supposed to eat and things not to eat. And if they have, because my rheumatologist wanted to diagnose me with colitis, and he wanted to do a colonoscopy, and I was like, no, that's okay. I don't think that's the issue, and I, do my own research and everything, but I could never find an excuse because I ate mostly salads. I was eating, healthy foods then. This was before, Clay's ball and baseball and all that stuff, where we were traveling 4 days a week. We were on the road. Um, and I watched that poop show, and I just started with fiber because I never really ate the wheat or any of that. I was eating the wrong kind of fiber. I was eating the fiber and the fruits and the vegetables and the salads and all of that because I lived off of salads. That would actually cause everything to be liquid, which was what I had for bowel movements for 10 years. Aren't you glad you came to my life? But all I started with was the next day I bought a box of wheat Triscuits. I bought a box of regular Triscuits, and I grabbed 4 or 5 out of the um, box, and I ate them. And I was like, "Oh, these are nasty," but they say they have a lot of the kind of fiber that I'm supposed to have. So I ate 4 or 5 of them. The next day I ate 4 or 5 more. And then, hi Maggie. I just want to say, ah, hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I had my first, sorry, but y'all know where you are. Had my first solid bowel movement in over 10 years. And I went out in the living room. This was when we were in our brand new house that we had built. The last one that we had built. Last one we'll ever build. And I was so excited. I told my husband, I told my son. They were in the living room, and I had my hands on the sides of the doorwell. And I was like, you guys, I just had the best poop of my life. Oh my gosh, I feel so good. And they were just laughing at me. And oh my gosh. And to this day, they'll make fun of me for that. To this day. But not only did it make me feel better, but it just felt good that I didn't have the cramping, and, it wasn't all water. So I really feel for you, Granny, that you've got the IBS, because I used to have it. I used to have it. And through my diet, I have controlled it. And it flares up once in a while, but for the most part, I don't take meds for it. Now, my mom has diverticulitis. She's got diverticulitis, and it's very painful for her. So I hope you don't have pain like she does with her diverticulitis. But my mother has got so many things wrong with her. Somebody remind me on Tuesday during Bible study to pray for my mother. I should pray for my mother. Well, that's not good either. Oh, honey, that can be more painful. Boost is good. My mom has Boost in her house sometimes. And I'll be like, "Mom, can I have one of your Boost?" And she'll be like, "No, you can eat whatever you want. You're not having my Boost, drinking up all my expensive Boost." I'll be, "Okay, Mom, can I have a cup of coffee?" Yep, that's my mother. Yep, lots of pain and cramping constantly. Yeah, I do not I do not envy you, because I used to be there for a long time. I'm so sorry that you're going through that. I'm going to put you on our prayer list, which I just had out. Here it is. Because I was putting other people on there. What's your real name, Frugal Granny? Yeah, it is, Wendy. It is pretty tasty. You're a dumpster diver. Oh, you're so brave. You're so brave. Hi, Valerie. How are you, baby girl? Long time no see. Delilah, okay. Hey there, Delilah. Hi, Bethy. Do you want to come on, Bethy? Who else wants on the prayer list? You misbehave all you want, Valerie. You can come on live and misbehave. I like it. Beth, would you like to come on and misbehave? Oh, you can't because I'm not on StreamYard. I'm just on YouTube, so you can't. But you can misbehave in the chat. Hi, Funky Fluffy. How are you, baby? How's my squishy? I know it's supposed to be squashy, but she's my squishy. Tell Jessica I said hi, Myra. Oh, I know. Beth doesn't behave. She doesn't. That's why we have the bossy sign for her. But why is Squishy only okay? Is she having a bad day today? Is that why she's only okay? And you know what? I had no idea that there was an auction for you guys. When I jumped in to that live and said, hi, I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, I jumped back out because I needed to go lay down because I was in pain from my mouth. And so I didn't even know that was an auction to benefit you and Squishy. Her name is Squashy. I call her Squishy. I'm going to put Squashy on my prayer list for tonight and tomorrow and Tuesday for Bible study. Yeah, Granny, we have Bible study every Tuesday at Flippin Hope. Anthony, if you're still in the chat, can you drop that link? I'm sorry that she's in pain, baby. I know that's so hard for you. That is so hard for you when she's in pain. I know it is. I know you're in pain when she's in pain. Kind of hard not to be. I think my husband he just figures I'm a tough heifer. So, you know, I'm really tough. So he doesn't really worry about me. Well, you tell her, you give her a kiss from me, and you tell her I'm praying for her, and I'm going to say a special prayer for her tonight, okay? Yeah, my squishy. She'd be my squishy. Mac, is that Flippin Home? Oh, Myra, thank you so much. Mac, thank you so much. So here is, you guys, Granny. Here is the link, and it says Flippin Hope channel. That's our link to our Tuesday afternoon Bible study. It's not like serious, we don't take ourselves too seriously. We're in First Corinthians right now. I can't recall the chapter right off the top of my head. But Myra could probably tell you. She's right on it. It's at 2 p.m. Eastern, and it's with Anthony Pittsburgh. So if you know who he is, he's a double ordained minister, and I'm in the process of trying to decide if I want to take the classes. Not so much to be a minister and have a church. That's not my goal. But I think it would be self-fulfilling for me if I were to be ordained. I could perform a wedding if someone wanted me to, but it's more or less the learning and the educating of myself that I'm more excited about than an ordainment. It's more the opportunity to study and learn. Like, I have all these books that you read the stories and then you take the quizzes on what you've just read and stuff, from the Bible. And I've got like 11 or 12 of those. And I go through and do those and everything. And I like to educate myself like that. And I loved when I went to college. Went to college when I was 41. Okay. And not just a community college. I did get 2 degrees from a community college, but I went to an actual university. Okay. Never gone to college before. And I walked in there and I was going to test. And I said, "Can my son be with me?" There was nobody there. It was a small office, and they're like, "Well, he can sit in the room with you, but, you can't tell your mom any answers or anything." And I'm like, "Oh, no, I wouldn't have him do that. Just know that, he's there." I said, "He can just sit in the doorway, just, so I can see him," because he was my big supporter. He's like, "Mom, you've done everything for everybody else your entire life. This is what you want to do. And, you need to do it. It's your turn." Because I'd buy textbooks from garage sales. It didn't matter if it was on geology or whatever. It didn't matter what it was on. I would buy it. I would read it. I would study it. I would take the little tests at the end of the book and, at the end of the chapter and stuff. I just liked educating myself. And I had to take 3 tests. One was English, one was reading, and one was math. And I got A's in the English, in the reading comprehension, and I got like a D plus in the math. But it was enough to pass. And I went out to get my scores, and she pulls it off the printer and puts it on the counter, and she says, "Congratulations, you are now a member of Davenport University." And I just looked at her, and I took the paper and looked at the paper, and my son, right? I'm like 315 pounds, and I'm like 300 right now. So it's not much farther what I was. My son, who was like maybe 300 at that point, because he was an athlete, he's all athletic and, muscular and everything, tall kid. He comes, picks me up, spins me around 2 or 3 times, like my feet are out like a kid's, right? And he's like, "I'm so proud of you, Mom. I'm so proud of you, Mom. You did it all on your own. You did it all on your own." And he's like, "I told you were smart. I told you'd get in." And I said, that's it. That's all I have to do. And she says, "Yeah, just make an appointment with a counselor, pick out your courses and what field that you want to study, and go from there." And that's what I did. And I would work temp jobs, office temp jobs, depending on what classes I was taking. Because like when I was taking algebra, I didn't work that semester. No. That algebra, forget it. That algebra was enough to kill me. When I took accounting, I didn't work that semester. So a lot of semesters I would work part-time. Plus I had eBay and stuff too, but I just wouldn't work because I would have to really focus everything on that subject because I'm so bad at math. And if I go to get my bachelor's, because I've got 2 associates with 2 certificates and 2 other things, I've got marketing and business, office supervisory or office management, and something supervisory, or I can't remember what the other one was. I can't remember. I graduated in the last time in 2013. I can't remember. But I was real proud of myself. I was really proud of myself. Yeah, because I thought I was able to hang with, all these kids and stuff. And there were some older people at the college and everything. But part of the reason, like, I have HIP in my name, HIP, is because I was able to hang with all these kids. I mean, I had I don't want to say the language or anything like that, but because, I had my kids and I had counseled so many of their friends, with their parents' permission, or if they were 18, I would do it without their parents' permission because that kid was an adult. So, I knew how the kids talked. I knew the slang, I could relate to them. So I got along with a lot of the kids and they would invite me out. We're going to go drinking and we're going to go get a drink, or we're going to go to this. And I'm just like, no, baby, I'm sorry. I can't do that. If you want to get breakfast one day or grab a coffee during the day, we can do that. But, mama can't do that, because a lot of them called me mama. But that's, where the HIP comes from, because I get along with younger kids, But yeah, so I got those 2 degrees and I've always wanted to go back and get my bachelor's, but I just never have the time. I never have the time. If I could do it completely online, I would do it completely online. But I'd rather get my bachelor's first before I would become ordained, just because that I would be finishing something. I would be the first person in my family to graduate college with a bachelor's in my family. Because my brother went to college on a baseball scholarship. He went to the local Nazareth College. I don't know if that was a university or if that was considered community college. I'm not sure, but he played baseball for them. But he drank a lot and partied and stuff like that and didn't care about his finances. So when it came time for me to go to college, I wanted to go to college, but my parents said no. They weren't going to send me to college because they didn't want to waste their money again. And, I understand that, because they thought that I'd flake out like my brother did. So I just graduated high school and moved out with my boyfriend, who's now my husband. So, but yeah, Hipflippin Daddy doesn't really want me to take on classes to become ordained because he says I'm busy enough. He says I have enough to do between eBay and Macari and Bonanza and my YouTube auctions on Wednesday nights and Flippin' Hope. And he sees what I do with Flippin' Hope off, other than Tuesdays, because you're available 24/7. So people will contact you 24/7, and I'm not going to turn anybody away. And so, I will devote my time to that person. So he's like, it's not just Tuesday at 2:00 from 2 to 3 or 2 to 3:30. It's a lot more than that throughout the week. But that's okay. That's absolutely okay. Oh, I sell lots of things in my eBay store. I have glassware, which I've got a big glassware order I need to wrap tonight to go out tomorrow. And I sell clothes, and I sell shoes, and I sell games, and I sell, what else do I sell? Old vintage machinery, like these things back here. These are to do punches, so you could put the spiral things in them and make your own books and stuff. And these are clothes. These are all clothes right here. This one's got a few clothes and a few miscellaneous things. But I sell jewelry at my Wednesday night auction. That's all I sell. I might sell the occasional purse or wallet at my auction. But mostly it's just jewelry. It's 925 sterling silver, and some precious stones and some semi-precious stones. Like this, I have to take this to a jeweler because I'm getting 2 readings on my gem tester, because I have an acid tester. Oh, thank you, Funky Fluffy. Funky Fluffy says it's all amazing quality too. He's bought from me. A lot of people in this chat have bought from me. But it, like this. Okay, should this be? Don't mind the bad nail jobs and the hairy knuckles and stuff like that. Sorry. Should this be emeralds? Okay, that would be a precious stone. Okay, so that would be precious. It's more expensive. I'm getting a reading for emerald on this, but I'm also getting a reading for tourmaline, and it could be either or. And I mean, my heart wants to say that it's emerald, because I could get a lot more money for it if it's emerald. But I'm not going to do that. I have to know for sure. So, and this has never happened before, where I was unsure about something. And so I have to, I mean, there's been a few things where I've not known what they were. They were just beautiful, and would discuss it with the chat. And there's a couple people that are super knowledgeable in stones in the chat, and they'll say, "Oh, that's blah blah blah," or "That's blah blah blah." But I'll tell you, I'm not sure what it is. I think it's either this or I think it's this, because some stones don't test on the gem tester. Here's the gem tester right here. Not everything tests on there. Turquoise doesn't test on there. Just other things, like jasper doesn't test on there. So I got to take this to a jeweler because it could be a couple of things. So, but how beautiful is that? This is all 925. But if that's all emeralds, I mean, hello. But I can't sell it assuming it's emerald. Oh, it fell into the emerald category, so I'm gonna call it an emerald, and I'm gonna make some good money on that one. No, I'm gonna take it and make sure. But a semi-precious stone would be like a tourmaline or quartz or a garnet. You're more familiar with garnet. Like this is a garnet earring. So a garnet is, these are hearts. So that's a garnet. That's a semi-precious. Most everything is a semi-precious. The only 3 real precious is diamond, emerald, ruby, sapphire. So there's like those 4. There might be some other ones. I'm just not familiar with them. But those 4 are definitely precious. And then everything else is semi-precious. Does kryptonite test on there? That's your weakness? No, kryptonite does not test on there. And I'll have you know, kryptonite's not your weakness. Squishy's your weakness. All she has to do is, and you'll do anything she says, Funky Fluffy. Fluffy is this big old, I mean, big old strong guy in the UK. And his wife is going through some medical issues right now with her back. And, but when he's around her, he's just like a little boy. Yep, see, she doesn't even have to do that. He is just what Squashy needs. That's what she goes by, Squashy on YouTube. What Squashy needs, Squashy gets. And he makes sure she gets it. And she's so sweet. Oh, she's so sweet. I love her to death. I wish I could hug her, but I would break her back. I don't know if that'd be a good thing or a bad thing, because she has trouble with her back. So I don't know if my breaking it would be good or bad. So, yeah, I know she's your angel, Fluff. I know how much you love her. I don't know. I gotta get some things settled in my life and taken care of in my life before I do classes for seminary. Oh my goodness. $3,000, was that all through that auction? $3,000? Do you still have that GoFundMe? I need to go over to that GoFundMe, because here's the problem with donating money and stuff. You don't remember if you've done it or not. Did I do that person or this person? Was it this person and I did this and this? Did I do that one? And you don't remember. I'm going to go over to the GoFundMe after this live and donate, because I don't think I've done it yet. I don't have much to donate, babe, but I'm at a super, super low point right now. Like, I'm sitting at 0. I'm sitting at negative 100, actually, because I'm waiting for one person to pay, and then that'll put me at 0. So I can pay my bills. So, but yeah, that's the GoFundMe. Everybody go over to that GoFundMe. I'm going to go over to GoFundMe and pull it up, because I was there. I don't know why I didn't donate when I was there, but see, I think I got that soft cake in my gown. It's filling in. It's filling in now that I'm not digging into it or pulling pieces of tooth out. The sides are growing up. So I don't know if the hole will fill in, but I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better about it. Oh, wow, Fluff. That's incredible. How can I go to it without going off of my YouTube? I'm looking for open in. Anytime I touch my face and I've got well, really pretty much anytime I touch my face, regardless if there's jewelry out or not, I always do this. Because I might be working on an eBay order or something like that, and so I'm doing the same thing. If I touch my face, I sanitize my hands, because if anything that I would have, God forbid, I don't want to transfer to anybody else. So I'm a stickler for that. Oh, who's doing it? Who's doing the auction? Was Anthony and Nathan in on that auction, Fluff? Funky Fluffy, Funky Fluffy. Anthony was? Okay. Well, maybe we need to do one for you. Maybe we need to do one for you too. The boys and I, and I'm sure we could get some other people too. We could do an auction for you too. Because I know part of our ministry donations that we have are going to go for you and Squishy. So Anthony and I have already decided that. So, but yeah, we should do an auction. We should get an auction together. Aren't us U.S. people so nice? Us U.S. people are really nice, aren't we? Yup. I'm going to talk to the boys. Although I haven't talked to the boys all week, except Anthony at Flippin' Hope. I haven't talked to Nate all week because I have been in bed sleeping the last 10 days since I got this tooth done. Because I've been taking so many painkillers, I've just been sleeping, and that is not good. Today is the first day I've been productive. It's the first day I have felt good enough and productive enough to actually come in here and get something done. It's the first day I didn't sleep all day, because I slept all day yesterday, even though my husband doesn't believe I did. I slept all day yesterday, pretty much all day Friday. I might watch an hour show with my husband or a movie with my husband, and then I go back to sleep. Hey, Cody. Hey, Cody. When I do my auctions on Wednesday, would you be interested in like calling my auctions for me? I mean, you don't have to. I know that's a big thing to call somebody's auctions, but I don't know. I just feel like I just need the help right now. And I don't know if it's just because I've been in so much pain lately, or what it is, because I haven't been able to get work done. But I think it would help me in my auctions. One less thing I have to do. Is that something you can help me with, Cody? You don't have to. Hi, Squishy. Mama loves you. I do. I love you. She's not answering me, so she doesn't want to. Okay, so you don't want to come on and like watch the bids and stuff like that and call out the bids when they come in. You don't want to be a voice, because you don't have to show your face. You can just be a voice if you want. Oh, that is no big deal. That's no big deal. And That's no big deal. When you're in the stream, in StreamYard, like with me, there is no lag. We're in present time. So you wouldn't be in the lag. There might, hi Pat, there might be a lag, but you don't have to worry about that. If you want to just keep track of the bids and call the bids, I can call when it's sold and stuff like that. So you don't have to worry about making a decision about who wins it or anything like that. I just think that if I didn't have to focus on watching the chat so closely, that it would just help me a little bit and it wouldn't exhaust me so much. But I mean, I've always done my own auctions. I've always called my own auctions. Although I just found out recently that I'm not supposed to in Michigan, which is another reason. Yes, Pat, thank you. I am feeling better. I am feeling better. I'm still, thank you, Cody. I love you, baby. Thank you so much. If you don't like it, you can say right during the auction, Mama, I don't like this. I'm going to just go back to the chat. And I'll say thank you for trying, baby. I appreciate you trying for me. I just know that you're so damn knowledgeable of jewelry that you would be such an asset, and you're always making comments in the chat, which you could still do. You could still do all that. And, putting your 2 cents in and everything like that. Oh, Fluffy, you wouldn't want to call an auction for jewelry. But I'll let you try sometime. Why not? If Cody doesn't like it, then I'll try you. That'll be fun. Oh my gosh. We'll be having so much fun. Cody and I will have Cody and I will have enough fun. But Fluff and I No, I don't think so. Oh, you do? I didn't know you sell jewelry. How come I didn't know that about you? You sell it on your eBay? Maybe I did know that and I just forgot. I don't know. Well, you guys, I haven't seen all his jewelry. I only know the one piece he got for me. Oh, how come I don't go to your auctions, Fluff? Let me write this down. When are your auctions, Fluff? Hi, John. How are you? Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tom's usually home on Mondays. We're usually watching movies or running our errands, but I can sure do my best. We're usually home by then, so. All right, I got it written down. It's right underneath my prayer request, so I won't lose it. Cody's your mod. Yeah, right. I know, right, Cody? You're a strong personality, which is why I asked you. And I was watching you on that live the other night, or was it last night? Or was it earlier today? I can't remember. I'm doing a lot better, Squish. Where I had my surgery, It's starting to fill in now. No more shards of teeth have come up. So I've been able to heal a little bit there. It's not as painful. I didn't take pain pills yesterday, and I didn't take pain pills today. So that's a good thing. So it is feeling better. I'm supposed to call the dentist, and my husband wants me to go back and have them do another x-ray to make sure there's no other teeth, or shards coming in. But I don't feel that now. I don't feel that pain now, but I'm still on soft food. I can only eat soft food still. And I figure if I eat soft foods for a week, that one more week of soft foods, okay. Now, the day I had my surgery was a Thursday. And my mother drove me home that day. And it was like I got home at maybe 12:30. And then my husband came home from work, and his knee was really hurting him. He couldn't bend his knee. His knee really, really hurt. So I took him to the doctor after my surgery. After I got home from my surgery, I took my husband to the doctor. Then I took my husband home because he was in so much pain. And then I dropped him off, and then I went and got his medicine and brought it back home. And then my mom had a package sent to my house. Because I have to order things for her. I will not allow her to order anything because she always screws something up or gets something she didn't want to get. So I always order everything for her, which I need to order needles for her. I got to call her. So I took that box over to my mom, and she's like, "What are you doing here? You had your oral surgery today." And I said, "Well, I had to take care of Tom, and it turned out his knee was gout, which is extremely painful. And I was so numbed up, it was okay. I mean, I ate pizza that day, and they never told me any conditions, eat soft food, don't, nothing like that. So I ate the soft part of the pizza, and what else did I eat that day? And then I was still kind of, doped up the next day. Like, I didn't have a whole lot of feeling in this side of my mouth because local doesn't work with me. So they had to really put a lot of local in me, and I had the laughing gas. That picture's on Instagram. And so I was still kind of numb the next day. So I was eating regular food the next day. Yeah, they told me to gargle with salt water. I never did. Maybe I'll start, though. I gargle with Listerine, so I figured that was better because the alcohol would kill any germs or whatever. So I thought that was better. So I gargle with Listerine like 3 times a day. Like whenever I go to the bathroom, pretty much. So it's a lot more than 3 times a day. But it's feeling better. So I don't think I'm going to call him tomorrow. But if in 3 or 4 days it's not feeling exponentially better, then I think I'm going to call him, because then it will be almost 2 weeks. So yeah, I had to cancel a counseling appointment this last week, a psychiatrist appointment. He manages my meds. He only gives me an extra anti-anxiety pill, and I canceled the ear, nose, and throat that my dentist wanted me to go see, because I wasn't going anywhere. All I was doing was sleeping. Sleeping, and I would get up, use the bathroom, try and eat a little something, like, a couple bites of yogurt or whatever, go back to bed and sleep. That's like all I was doing. See, I don't use a mild mouthwash. I use Listerine, which will burn the skin right off your cheeks. So maybe that's why it's taken a long time for it to heal too, because maybe the Listerine is burning any new tissue that's growing. I'll have to switch to salt water. I never thought about that. Maybe that Listerine was killing any new tissue that was growing. Hi, Leticia. How are you, my love? How you doing? All right, you guys. I haven't shut my mouth since I got on here, and it's been an hour. So, my jaws are sore. And they're not sore from what they're usually sore from. Oh, nothing, Leticia. I'm fine. We're just talking about some oral surgery I had last week. That's all. Well, I thank you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for an hour. I wanted a break. I'd been working all day and I just wanted to see you guys and chat. And I haven't talked so much since I had my surgery, I think. I think this is the most, well, no, Bible study. In my auctions, I talk a lot. But Cody, email me how you want me to send you a link on Wednesday. If you want it in the email or I think we're Facebook friends. I can put it right through Facebook Messenger you. I love you, Leticia. That hurts my mouth. All right, you guys, I'm going to go. But thanks for keeping me company. Thanks for giving me love. MacMan, thank you for the $2 super chat. I love you. I love you so much. I do. MacMan. And you always have to bow. MacMan. Because he's Batman. He has a Batman mask. I don't have all of the... I love you too, Fluff. And I love you too, Squish. I don't have the pictures. Anthony and Nate have the pictures, but the picture of Mac in his Batman mask. Oh, you know what, John? That does not surprise me. I come across people that I follow a lot, and I'll be like, how come I didn't get, isn't this, such and such a night? Don't they usually go live about this time? And there'll be nothing in my notifications, and I'll go to their channel, and I'm not even subbed. It's just something YouTube does. Anything to keep the man down. Anything to keep us from earning. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Back to calibrating my tester. All right. It's not that hard of a process. I've got all this jewelry sitting out waiting. I've already tested my 925 and my silver. I just got to do my gems and email the people that, it's just one person that sold me something that was not what they said it was. It basically wasn't 925, or it basically wasn't a gem. So that's why it's nice to have an acid tester, and that's why it's nice to have a gem tester. All right, you guys. Mwah. I love you. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys on somebody's live tomorrow. We'll go on somebody's live. I've got so much to do tomorrow, though. But I'll check in and see if I can catch any of you guys live. All right, guys. Bye. Kind of hurt.